rain had been falling for 3 days straight. Not the kind that comforts you, not the kind that gently taps on your window and helps you sleep. This rain felt heavy, like it was trying to bury something dark, something that should have stayed forgotten. Armand stood in front of the building, completely soaked. His phone had died an hour ago, and the taxi that dropped him off had sped away the moment he stepped out. He looked up slowly. Rahman Residency. The sign flickered weakly, as if even the building didn't want to be seen. The place looked abandoned. Cracked walls, broken windows, silence that didn't belong in a busy city. But the rent was cheap, too cheap, and Armand needed a place. The main door opened before he could knock. An old man stood there, thin, pale. His eyes felt wrong, too sharp, too aware. "You came for the room," he said. Not a question. Armand nodded. "Yes, room 307. The old man stared at him for a few seconds, then slowly smiled. "You can stay if you follow the rules." Armand sighed. "What rules?" The old man leaned slightly closer. "Do not open the window after midnight. Do not respond if someone calls your name at night. And never look at the mirror after 3 a.m. Armand gave a small laugh. "Is this some kind of joke?" The old man didn't laugh. The hallway smelled like damp wood and something rotten underneath it. Armand walked slowly, his footsteps echoing more than they should. First floor, normal. Second floor, quieter. Third floor, too quiet. Like the building itself was holding its breath. Room 307 stood at the very end of the corridor. The door was slightly open. Armand frowned. "Strange." He pushed it gently. The room looked normal. A bed, a table, a closet, and a large mirror directly facing the bed. Everything seemed clean. Too clean. He stepped inside. The temperature dropped instantly, a cold that didn't belong to weather. Armand shook it off and unpacked a few things. He told himself he was just tired. That night, the rain got heavier. At exactly 3:07 a.m., he woke up, not because of a sound, but because of a feeling, like someone was watching him. Slowly, he turned his head toward the mirror. His reflection was there, but something felt off. It moved. A second late. Armand sat up quickly. The reflection copied him, but again, late. His chest tightened. Then suddenly, the reflection smiled. Armand did not. A whisper filled the room. "Armand." He turned instantly. No one. The room was empty. But when he looked back at the mirror, the reflection was still smiling. The next day, Armand tried to ignore everything. He went downstairs and found the caretaker. "Who lived in 307 before me?" The old man paused. "People come, people leave." "That's not what I asked." The caretaker leaned closer. "Some people don't leave." That night, Armand decided he wouldn't sleep, but somehow he did. And again, 3:07 a.m. He woke up. This time, the mirror was completely dark. No reflection, just blackness, and something moving inside it. A soft knock came from the window. Armand froze. The window was closed, locked. "Armand, open it." The voice was soft, familiar, his mother's voice. His heart started racing. He stepped closer. The voice came again. "Please, let me in." His hand slowly reached for the window. Then he remembered the rule. Do not open the window after midnight. He stopped, took a step back. The voice changed instantly, distorted, angry. "Let me in!" The glass shook violently. Cracks began to spread. Behind him, the mirror made a sound, a sharp crack, then another. Armand turned slowly. A thin line spread across the mirror, then another. Then suddenly, a hand pushed out from inside. Long, pale, too many fingers. Armand stumbled back, his breath shaking. The next day, he went straight to the caretaker. "What is that thing?" The old man didn't answer immediately. Instead, he said quietly, Room 307 is not a room. Armand frowned. What do you mean? It's a door. To what? The old man's voice dropped to a whisper. To the ones who were forgotten. Armand searched online later that day. Missing persons, dozens of them, all connected to the same building, all last seen in room 307, all disappeared at the same time, 3:07 a.m. That night, the woman from room 305 was gone. Her door was open, her room was empty. The mirror inside her room was shattered, and there was blood on the floor. Armand knew he had to leave, immediately. He packed his bag and ran to the door. It wouldn't open. He pulled harder. Nothing. The hallway outside changed, longer, darker, endless. Every door looked the same. Every door had the same number. He turned around slowly. The room behind him was gone. Only the mirror remained, and inside it, people, dozens of them, trapped. Their hands pressed against the glass, their mouths open in silent screams. Something moved behind them. A tall figure stepped forward, twisted, unnatural. Its smile stretched too wide. "You stayed," it said. Its voice echoed from everywhere. Armand's legs trembled, but he stood his ground. "Take me and let them go." The creature tilted its head, then laughed. A broken, hollow sound. "No one leaves." Armand took a step forward, then another, and before he could stop himself, he stepped into the mirror. The world twisted. Sound shattered. Everything went dark. The next morning, the rain had stopped. The building stood silent. Room 307 was empty. Days later, someone new arrived, a suitcase in hand, tired, desperate. "Room 307?" they asked. The caretaker smiled. That night, at exactly 3:07 a.m., the mirror moved again.